In order for something new to come, something old must go.
Are you going to let life beat you down for another year? Or are you going to get up and say enough is enough?
This year, it's your year. And I need you to eliminate any doubt. I need you to eliminate any fear and go get it. Focus, lock in.
So no more resolutions. We about that action. We about following through.
It's time to listen. It's time to focus. Man, let's go. It's time.
This is that New Year's energy to put that battery in your back, to push you, to get up, to make the necessary changes. Don't tell me you want to go to the next level if you're not willing to roll your sleeves up. This next year is your year.
So if you are going into 2025 and you don't like your body and you don't do anything to change it, you are choosing to live there. What you don't change, you choose. If you're going into 2025 and you don't like your relationship, you don't feel fulfilled, loved, and happy, you don't change it, you are choosing to stay there.
Change anything for you you want to change. If you don't like how it is for you, change it. If it doesn't suit you, change it. If it doesn't please you, change it. If it isn't enough, change it.
If every day you dread going into work because you hate what you do and you want to pursue a different passion, but you don't change it, you are choosing it. And the beautiful thing is that you have all the power within you. You don't need me, you don't need anybody else to tell you what you're capable of. You just need you.
And I challenge you to do that because you can change. See, you don't ever have to be the same again after tonight, only by choice.
You could have changed. You could have transformed your body. You could have bettered your relationship. You could have changed your career. You chose the life you're living right now.
If you don't like where you're at today, if you don't like your job, if you don't like what you're doing, if you don't like your life, if you don't like the circumstances or the freaking results that you're getting, you're stupid for not changing it. If you don't like it, change it. It's only up to you. And all these people just pile on this bullshit excuses about why they can't change it. I have these bills and I have that. No, dude. Everybody has that. Everybody has some bullshit excuse. And so if you want to change it, you have to be willing to change it.
And I challenge you to do that because you can change.
My question to you is, are you going to choose to do it again for another year?
If you don't like your present address, change it. You're not a tree.
Are you going to take action, or are you going to waste another 365 days? So if you are going into 2025 and you don't like your body and you don't do anything to change it, you are choosing to live there. If every day you dread going into work because you hate what you do and you want to pursue a different passion, but you don't change it, you are choosing it. If you're going into 2025 and you don't like your relationship, you don't feel fulfilled, loved, and happy, and you don't change it, you are choosing to stay there. What you don't change, you choose. And the beautiful thing is that you have all the power within you. You don't need me, you don't need anybody else to tell you what you're capable of. You just need you.
What does it take to really make the changes starting tomorrow?
Are you ready to stop procrastinating, to let go of self-doubt and push through rumination?
Stop waiting on outside forces, external forces, to write your script, to write your narrative. No, that is up to you.
Are you ready to move through every challenge and become the person you were always meant to be?
And the beautiful thing is that you have all the power within you. You don't need me, you don't need anybody else to tell you what you're capable of. You just need you.
I didn't get to where I am. I didn't get here being lazy. I didn't get here binge watching TV. I didn't get here taking days off. I personally know what it takes. One day I made a decision that enough is enough. I'm tired of being average. I'm tired. I'm tired of being good. I'm tired. I made a decision. Enough is enough. Lock in. Focus. If you keep talking and never doing, you're going to get exactly what you got each and every year before. Nothing. It's showtime.
You can get anything you want.
No breakdowns, only breakthroughs. Keep pushing, keep grinding, keep striving, and you will see where your life takes you.
And once you create this mental fortitude, you'll find out that you're capable of anything that you want to achieve, my friend. To push past that diagnosis, to make it through school, to push past and pursue your business, despite what anybody has to say.
If someone had told me when I was 20 years old that life was very short and would pass just like that, I wouldn't have believed it. And if I tell you that, you don't believe it either. I cannot get young people to understand how brief life is, how quickly it passes. It seems like yesterday I was in school.
Stop wasting your time being a spectator in somebody else's life and start becoming a participant in your own life by having good habits and good rituals and simply doing the two powerful things that can be transformational for you. Because I know this is your year. This is a great year to win. Lock in.
Right now, you are faced with a choice. Change or remain the same. Are you going to yell at that morning person that makes you sleep in every day and say it's time to change? Are you going to go into your work with a different mentality to get that raise or get out of that situation and start your own business? Are you going to step up or are you going to fall down?
The life you want isn't out there somewhere. It's here. It's in your power to create it.
You need to understand, what you don't change, you choose. Start believing in you so you can go into 2025 with an elevated mentality. So you can go into 2025 with a driven mindset.
Do what you need to do on a daily basis. As a matter of fact, do what you need to do the night before to make sure you get up when you say you're going to get up. And you do the things that you say you're going to do. Absolutely no excuses. This is your year. This is your time. This is your moment. I just need you to own it.
This is what I've chosen. Why do I give up my life purpose? So do or die. And it's not a gloomy thing. I'm just going to make it happen.
The other strength I had was that for me it was do or die. Where other people kind of called it quits and threw in the towel, I didn't have the choice.
I consider myself a do or die. Someone that has the fortitude, the work ethic, and the grit to turn all their passions into reality by seeing it, believing it, planning it, and doing it.
It's the moment you realize everything in your life has come to a point where you can either stay where you are or you can pick up your bags, you can build the courage to move that inch in order to build even just the slightest bit of momentum. It's the time in your life where it's do or die.
I'm just saying that when the mind and the body connect and you don't give yourself a way out, the only way out for me at that time was death. I'm going to be a Navy SEAL.
Anything you want, you can get, but you have to be honest about it. Because if you don't love it and you ain't willing to die for it, don't do it.
It's do or die.
But the responsibility is supposed to be yours. And if you can't do it, you scratch, claw, and even die trying.
Whatever you identify with, your intellect always tries to protect that. You're willing to fight, you're willing to die for it.
Dreaming is good. Having goals is good. But sooner or later, there comes a time when you must act. Dreams without action, that's the path to delusion.
I'm here to push you. I'm here to drive you. I'm here to connect with you. What is your dream? What did you say to that teacher? What are your goals? What are your dreams? I'm here to help you. I know you can get there. I know you can get to that next level. Let me tell you something. You got to get obsessive. What are you obsessed with? Any successful person I've ever seen in my life, they are different. They are obsessive.
Believe that you can do it and work hard to get it, and it's yours. Never wait and see to believe it. Believe it and you'll see it.
When is enough going to be enough? When are you going to get passionate about attacking your goals? You are either the predator or the prey.
The real question is, how bad do you want it, and what are you willing to do to get it?
Anything worth believing for is worth fighting for. If you got faith for it, you got to have fight for it. Where's your fight? I see your faith, but I don't see your fight. And it's time to get your fight up.
A true hunter's goal is to hunt. That's what they live for. They live to hunt. They don't just live to catch it. It's the whole process.
If a tiger's chasing 10 people, you don't have to be the fastest. You just have to be faster than the slowest guy, because he's fucked. So considering that a lot of people are constantly making the wrong moves, if you can just start to make the right moves most of the time, you'll see exactly how easy life is.
I would rather die trying to live my dreams than to live a longer life filled with regret.
Life is hard sometimes. Easy, it's not an option. But it's worth fighting. It's worth believing. It's worth giving yourself a chance. It's worth mustering yourself up, standing up inside yourself. It's worth fighting relentlessly, never giving up. It's worth it. You can do it. You can do it.
There's problems that we go through that cause stress, worry, anxiety, and fear. But you might be in the battle of your life. I want to encourage you. It's not about what's happening around you. It's always about what's happening inside of you.
I'm feeling the thoughts of anxiety. I'm feeling the thoughts that I'm done. I feel like I've been used and it hurts. No, I'm just going to keep showing up. No, I'm going to get back up. The righteous man, he falls 7 times, but he gets back up.
Pain ain't permanent. Your pain ain't permanent. You can get through this. You bigger than your pain. You better than that.
Say, I'm going to live to tell the story. I'm not going to quit. Every one of my burdens, there's a blessing on the inside of it. If you don't quit, you will win, baby.
You're going to work through this. You're going to get up. You're going to get dressed. You're going to get out. And you're going to do what you've been called to do. You're going to be what you called to be. And you're going to prove that everybody that tried to break you, everybody that tried to stop you, everybody that tried to kill your dream, you're going to prove all of them wrong. I need to learn how to do what I want to do. And I need to figure out the bridge the gap between the dream and the reality. Do you know why you want to do what you actually want to do? What is your why? Because if the why is great enough, if you're aware of that why, then you can begin to back that why up with work ethic. Every why's got to be backed up by work. Work is what fuels your why.
Mr. Shelf put it to me this way. He said, Jim, if you had enough reasons, you could do the most incredible things.
Being lazy won't elevate you.
I never forgot how he put that. If you have enough reasons.
When the f*** are y'all gonna realize that you are the only one holding you back from achieving your goals? There's no other f***ing reasons.
See, reasons will change your whole life. Mr. Shelf said to me, he said, Mr. Rohn, I think you've got plenty of intelligence, you've got plenty of talent, you've got plenty of ability. Probably what you lack is plenty of reasons.
You guys are just filled with these bullshit fucking excuses. I have no time. It's too hard. I'm too tired. Shut up.
I don't think your current bank balance is a true indication of your level of intelligence. You're much smarter than your present bank balance indicates. And that turned out to be true. Well, then why isn't it bigger? And he said, you don't have enough reasons. So see, reasons can change your life. You've got enough intelligence, but not enough reasons. Here's what else I found out. Reasons come first, answers come second. Now, what are some of the reasons for doing well? Let's go through a quick list called Reasons for Doing Well. Life has a mysterious way of hanging on to all the answers and only gives them up to the people that are inspired by reasons. First is personal reasons. Some people do well for recognition. I have some millionaire friends that keep working 10, 12 hours a day, making more millions. They love the feeling of being a winner. Next is family reasons. Some people do extremely well for other people, and that's powerful. And it's not because they need the money. It's because they need the satisfaction, the pleasure that comes from being a constant winner. Those are good reasons. Some people do well for respect. Once in a while somebody says to me, boy, if I had $1 million, I'd never work another day in my life. Okay, that's probably why the good Lord sees to it they don't get their million, right? They'd quit.
But if you're lazy, man, I don't want to talk to you. I want to deal with you. You're going to make me feel dumber. You're going to lower my level. I don't think so. You can go over there.
I met a man one time who said, Mr. Rohn, to do all the things I want to do with my family around the world, he said, I got to have at least $250,000 a year. Human beings can greatly affect each other. And we are affected. Could a guy's family affect him that much? And the answer is, of course. Sometimes we will do things for somebody else we will not do for ourselves. We're made that way. I thought, incredible. So we can be affected. That might be one of the most stimulating reasons to do well, finding somebody. How fortunate are the people that find themselves greatly affected by somebody for personal achievement. Good question tonight. What's got you turned on? What's got you turned off? When I found the answers to those two questions, my life exploded into change. Next, I finally found out what had me turned off, and I got that cured.
And once the lights went on for me, age 25, they've never gone out. And then I got me a long enough list of reasons to turn me on. See, reasons altered my whole life. I've fallen out of the sky a few times, but I've never lost that drive to make something unique out of my life. Sometimes those little reasons are the most powerful reasons that can change your life. It doesn't take much. I now carry several $100s in my money clip. But it was one of those reasons turned my life around. I heard a knock at the door. I go to the door, and there's a little girl standing there about this tall selling Girl Scout cookies. Special deal, several flavors, this whole package of stuff, $2. She very politely asked me to buy. I'm broke. I don't have $2. I'm a father. I'm a husband. I've been to college. I'm working. I'm 25. I don't have $2. I lied to her. And to this day, I can remember the pain and the embarrassment. But it seemed to get me off the hook for the moment. She said, well, gosh, that's wonderful. Thank you very much. And she went away. Big problem. I've had it with lying, and I've had it with being broke. When she left, I closed the door, and that was the day I said to myself, I don't want to live like this anymore. I'm never going to let this happen to me ever again.
What does it take to really make the changes starting tomorrow? It takes more than philosophical pronouncement. I know that. Major step to human progress. Discipline. See, you can get all excited about lifting 200 pounds till you get to the gym. And then you need a new excitement. If there's one thing to get excited over, that's it. Get excited over your ability to make yourself do the necessary things. What could you make yourself do starting tomorrow that would change it all? No! Tell it.
The guy finally takes a shotgun to his car. and blows out every window, destroys every tire, puts 100 rounds in this shabby old thing. And he says, I have driven this embarrassing thing for the last time. Is a clear example that any one person on any given day can forever alter the course of their life. And not only will I never drive it again, nobody else will ever drive it again. He said, today my life changes. It just happens to be a negative act. But just as sure as you can commit a negative act, you can also commit a positive act and forever alter your life. Whenever you wish. Now that's exciting. And whatever that act might be that changes your life. Now here's the key to discipline. You can't handle the big challenges in life unless you take on the little ones. Make a list of all the things you can do. Get right on those. Discipline yourself for those, both for the results and for the muscle and for the practice. So that when life hands you some big challenges, you'll be ready, you'll have the muscle. Start with the little disciplines, get excited over the little disciplines, and get right on those, because those will lead to the big ones. Now who can do that? Anybody. When can you do it? Whatever day you pick. But see, if you don't handle the small ones, you can't take care of the big ones. Key phrase. Self-motivation. Well, that's the key. So it takes self-motivation to really alter your life. And you don't want to give self-motivation away to somebody else and make it somebody else motivating you. Now, if you're excited and you're ready to change, let me give you 3 steps to start life change that can change your life, your personality, your lifestyle, everything can change. Okay, here's what else it takes for life change. Number 1, find out how things work. To change your life, really, you need ideas. There isn't anything an idea can't change. So if you get the ideas, see, you can change anything. Now, to get ideas, you need a constant study of finding out. When you find out something that works, put the information in your journal. Don't use your head for a filing cabinet. At first, I didn't have any money. I said to Mr. Shope, I don't have any money. He said, that's not a problem. Now, see, up until then, I always thought it was. Right? I was confused. He said, no, the problem is lack of an idea on how to create money and wealth. It isn't lack of money, it's lack of ideas. Put it in your journal so that you can do the next best thing. Repetition, repetition, repetition. Go over it. Someday, some mysterious day, the idea takes root, starts to grow, and shows up in your bank account, and your dress, and your personality, and your lifestyle. The major problem is lack of an idea, not a problem. Find out how things work. Great word for life change. Study. If you wish to be successful, study success. Don't leave it to chance. If you wish to be happy, study happiness. Make it a study. Some people just go through the day with their fingers crossed. See, that won't do it. If you wish to be wealthy, study wealth. You've got to study the things that can change your economic, social, spiritual, personal life. Now, here's a qualifying phrase. Here's the first one. You may not be able to do all you find out, but you should find out all you can do. So that's number 1, find out how things work. And number 2, make a note of that. Curiosity. Be curious. It's a virtue. When you gotta know, be like a child. Childish curiosity. Excellent advice. You gotta be like children. In fact, Jesus, the master teacher, said, unless you can become like little children, you might as well forget it. You don't have a prayer. Have faith like a child. Adults are too skeptical. Get excited like a child over your ability to make yourself do anything for change. Trust is a childish virtue, but the rewards are incredible. Now, if you're curious, you got to be like children. 4 ways, in my opinion, to be like a child. Number 1 is curiosity. Number 2 is excitement. Third is faith. And fourth is trust. So be like a child. Let me give you ways to find out how to change anything. Become a good reader. All of the successful people I know and work with around the world, they're all good readers. Curiosity drives them to read. Now, that's my opinion. Become a good reader. Don't be a follower. Be a student. Okay? I say, really, for life change, you gotta read. Listen to the other lecturers, and listen to me, and make up your own mind. See, one book might save you 5 years if you read it. One way to learn is from your own experiences, but another way to learn is from other people's experiences. Did you know that hundreds of successful people have written their stories in books and they wrote down how they did it, and people don't read it? How would you explain that? Did you know there's books on how to be stronger, more decisive, be a speaker, be a leader, have a better effect on other people, develop your personality? Did you know there's books on that? And people don't read them? How would you explain that? The guy's busy, I guess. You know, you get tied up. Good worker, hard worker, sincere. You got to be better than a good worker. You got to be a good reader and work hard. Otherwise, at the end of your life, you'll wind up cold, stony broke. Now, see, that's exciting, my opinion. On any given day, you can massively change the direction of your life.
Starting tomorrow, what are you going to do that'll make a change in your life's direction? Good question. What are you going to do starting tomorrow that'll make a difference? Now see, if you don't do something starting tomorrow that'll make a difference, guess what? It's going to be the same. And see, that way you can guess what the next 5 years are going to be like. Look at the last 5. Because the next 5 are going to be like the last 5 unless you, major key, tomorrow, change it all. Or change a little, or change something, or don't change. It's choice time. You can do whatever you want. But it's nice to know any day you wish you can change your whole life.